Hello and welcome to your Ivy Bridge admissions interview. Can you please tell me your first and last name? Your full name in Chinese.
My first name is Hu. My last name is Yongtao. It is my Chinese name.
Okay, and what is your American name?
Thomas.
That's a great name. How did you choose your name, your English name?
I have America teacher. He told me that I choose that and he gave me lots of names and I choose one.
Oh, yeah, that's great that you have a teacher who can help you with that. Is this an English teacher or a tutor that you have?
He comes from America.
Mm-hmm.
And he teaches lots of students.
Okay, and what do you study with him? Do you study conversation or reading and writing? What do you study with your tutor?
He comes from America and he always teach me about listening and reading.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he will told me what his favorite, what about sport, and he told me sport is very important when you study in the America school.
Oh, I see. And how long have you been studying English with your tutor?
With my teacher
Mm-hmm.
for half a year.
Okay. And did you study English before that?
Yes, it is just in my school. It is not pretty hard and it is teach the Chinese teacher. It is there is some small mistakes.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have been studying English for not very long, but it's quite good. I'm very proud of you. Thomas, what grade are you in now at school? What grade are you in at school? Are you in grade 8 or 9?
It is 8.
Mm-hmm. You're in grade 8?
But it is half and a grade. Half 8.
Oh, you're still in the middle of the semester. Yes, you're in the 8th grade and you have only completed one semester so far. So in the fall, what grade will you be applying to? Will you be repeating the 8th grade or will you apply to the 9th grade?
9th grade.
9th grade, okay. That's great. And I think that your English will improve so much when you get here and you have so much potential. I think you will do great in the 9th grade here.
He teach me lots of English.
Mm-hmm.
And he is come from teacher. And he told me he is a teacher, but like a friend.
Mm.
Each other.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful.
You want to know Chinese, but he is studying Chinese, but it is a little hard for him.
Yeah.
We help each other.
That's great that you help him too. So, how else do you study English? Just with your tutor, or do you also read books or take any extra classes or any programs? How do you practice and study English?
I read some English newspaper in my mobile phone.
On your mobile phone, you read English newspapers. That's great. What types of news articles are interesting to you?
some festival and some about the world news
Mm-hmm.
and some about the government.
Mm-hmm. Garments? Like fashion?
Yes.
Oh, that's so interesting. That's really cool that that's interesting for you.
And some science
Mm-hmm.
and some object with some animals. I love animals.
You like animals? Okay. So do any of those topics, those news topics that you're interested in, are any of those related to what you would like to study in the future?
He told me
Mm-hmm.
now he gave me a book. He told me I need to read that. And it is called Little Woman.
Mm-hmm.
It is an important book, so I need to read it.
Yes. And when you read it, did you read it all in English?
Not all in English.
Mm-hmm.
Use the dictionary. Just need to know that it is English book. I think it is pretty good.
Yes, it is a great book. It's an American classic.
Yes, Alan told me it is the
Yeah. And if you read it in English and only used the dictionary for help, that's very impressive. Good for you.
and Alan and I
Mm-hmm.
went bookshop buy a big dictionary like this.
Yeah.
Big dictionary.
Uh-huh.
He told me I need to use that to check words, check new words, and check the sentence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your tutor has some great advice for you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, Thomas, do you have an idea of what you would like to study in the future? If you don't, you can tell me about some things that you find interesting. What are your favorite subjects in school, for example?
I want to study more about the living of the American. Is living in home, the families talking about, and like in home it is like that.
Mm-hmm.
Not to do like the class is like family, we talk, we watching TV, and do homework, and do housework, and talk for the future. Talk the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so those are things that are interesting for you. What about academic subjects? What are some school things that are interesting for you?
I like maths.
Mice? Wow. What do you find interesting about mice?
The mice it is have more things to understand. It is not like very. It is read, read, and repeat, repeat, repeat. It is like I like more things to understand, not to remember.
Mm-hmm.
It is for this in all object. It is good because of I like animals.
Mm-hmm. It seems like you really like animals. Is that something you would be interested in pursuing, like studying biology? Or, uh-huh.
Not that I studied in school, and my family, my mother told me I can't. Uh, uh, I need very uh, uh, I need to more time, and it shall be she is busy, and we can't have any animal in my house.
Mm-hmm.
We just can look the picture and video, and looks my my family, my friend, they have the animal, the, for example, like dog, cat, and mouse.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks like.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And that's great that you have so many interests.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thomas, what do you do during your free time?
In my free time,
Mm-hmm.
it is watching TV and sometimes read newspaper in English in my mobile phone.
Okay. And how do you spend your vacations then? Did you do anything interesting during your summer vacation last year?
Interesting. Sometimes we go to some place. Last Sunday, we go to the America because of my uncle and auntie is living there, and I and there is two cousins too. My cousin.
Oh, you mean your last summer, not last Sunday?
Last summer.
Mm-hmm. Last summer. Okay. So you have family in America. Where did you go in America when you visited them?
Um, it is in Seattle.
Oh, you went to Seattle.
Yes, in the Seattle.
Uh-huh.
Seattle, it is near the sea, and it is a cool place. Very cool.
Uh-huh.
We like this. It is cool and have fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
This air it is very fresh.
Yes, fresh air. Did you visit anywhere else in America?
Not we just visited the Seattle. We go to the Seattle
Mm-hmm.
and watch some schools and some park, park and
Yeah. So how did this trip make you feel about coming to America to study here?
I think it is pretty good. It is have fresh air and it is lots of cars. I'm interested in it is no bicycle.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And when you will see when you come to America, but every city and every state are so different from each other. So just like how China is so big, America is so big too. So when you go to different parts of China, it seems like you're going to a totally different place. It can seem like that in America too sometimes.
Oh, I know that, but I think it is maybe if you
Yes, I love your attitude. It's great to try new things and to learn about new things and experience new things too. And that's how you learn. You seem like you're very excited to learn new things. Uh-huh. That's going to be great when you come to America.
Yes.
Okay,
And
we're
also that Alan told me.
yes, Ellen is a great teacher for you, it seems like. Okay, we're going to move on to the second part of the interview, which is the reading comprehension portion.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to send you a passage. Do you see what I wrote in the chat box there?
What?
Do you see the message in the chat box? I sent you a passage. It's a reading passage that you will read out loud so I can hear.
Reading passage?
Check your message.
Message?
Yes.
Sorry. Ah. Oh, I saw that.
Okay, great. Can you please read that out loud for me so that I can hear?
Yes.
Okay, ready? Begin.
Jack London's story. Caught of the Whale. Tells the that a dog stolen from California who is taken to Alaska during the storm to it got lost in the late 1890s. Dog can be a wild dog, padding red spots, sublets, and people thought the past winters. It is was inevitable that the task for leadership should come. That wanted. He wanted because it was nature, because he had believed the tide by the namely encompassed several tribes of the poor and tribes. The tribes who hold down the corner to the last tribe, who last them to die joyfully in the harmonies and break their hearts if they are cut off the harness. It is what the price of faith as a window, so let as who is all the price that I hold of them as brick of mass, increase from the flower and the student artist into his bigger and beach toast to press that toast them all day and look with them at pitch of camp at night, letting them go back into good mind the endless and discussion. This was the price that went up price and made him trust the lapdog who buster it and Skeeter with the twist or hide any eyebrows up time in the morning. Likewise, it was this price that made him feel stuck as a possible leader dog, and this was Duck's pride too.
Good job, Thomas. You're a great reader. How was that reading passage for you? Was that difficult? Or did you understand everything that you read?
Mm, Alan always told me yes, if when you read, you need to read it for once and look it for twice and look it again for understand.
So when you read it this first time, how did you feel about that? Did you understand everything that you read? Or do you feel like, I think I need to read this again? How do you feel?
I feel it is about a dog in a match. Yes, it is a dog want to be a leader dog.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Buck.
The a dog and there is a dog. It is Jack London history. It is just a start, right?
Yes, this is the beginning of the story. And Buck is the main character here. He is the dog, and he is the possible lead dog. So, what makes Buck a special dog? Why is he different from the rest? Is he a dog with lots of fear, or is he a brave dog?
He's a real dog. It is not a whole like that small cute dog. It is from the world. It is big and a strong dog.
That's absolutely right. Do you know where Alaska is?
The last
Alaska. Do you know what Alaska is?
last in the really
That's okay. Alaska is a very, very cold and snowy place. So these dogs live in Alaska. Do you think it is easy to live in Alaska?
mm, I think in anytime Alan will teach me and we just start to know the lyrics, the math, and what is America's like. It is just start.
Okay.
And he told me I need to improve it, and he told me we are like friends. We help each other, and I will teach you that.
Okay, that's great about Alan, but let's talk about the story. In this story, what do you think is the main idea? What is the main idea the author wants to let you know about Buck?
Buck is a strong dog.
Yes, he is a strong dog with strong pride.
Yes, right.
Do you know what pride means? Um, similar, but not exactly quite. So, pride is when you. Do you know what it means to feel proud of something? To feel proud of something?
Feel proud.
Mm-hmm. When you study really hard for your test and you get you get the top score, the highest score in your class on your test, how do you feel?
Alan told me a lot, and told me about when you look at the award and you don't know, you can try to understand it. And he told me don't always check the dictionary,
Mm-hmm.
because if you check the dictionary every time, you will be what forget like to check it.
Yeah. Okay, so when you feel proud of something, it means you have something about yourself that you feel is special and important and you feel really good about it. So, what does Buck feel proud about?
Product.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, I have a step. Uh, I have a plan. This Alan always
No, what
always
does Buck feel proud about? What does Buck feel proud about? Not you, but Buck.
on the box.
In the story, what does the dog feel proud about? If you don't know, that's okay. We can skip.
Okay. Uh, this this is this dog is going to be a leader dog. Every dog wants that. It is like ooh.
Mm-hmm.
This will be have a match
Yeah.
to to show his strong and choose who can be the leader and some dog it is will be win and the winner it is the leader dog.
Okay. Okay. Thomas, you did a good job. You have a good sense of, you're able to read very well. You have a great sense of phonetics and you can pronounce words that you do not recognize. So that's good. We have to work on your vocabulary and your comprehension, but you can work on that more with Alan, and over the course of the next few months before you arrive in the fall, you'll have a chance to study your English more, okay? Before you come to school here.
Okay.
Okay, but you did a great job today, Thomas.